Change, 13 points of difference. East Geelong with the aid of a slight breeze in the final term. We'll see if they can snatch it away from Bannockburn. Lister up against Dobbins. Dobbins gets it down, goes towards Warner off the centre wing position, breaks free, gets tackled by Broom. Fantastic tackle, Dwayne Broom, and holds up that forward foray for the Eagles. Left foot kick wasn't too good though. Off hands, Drew through the middle of the pack does well. Back to whence it came, Broom. And Pendergast from behind Bosley, off hands to the front, Warner coming through Thompson on the cricket pitch area, breaks a tackle, loses the football, Ellis gets a kick wide, might be okay to Kaharski, can't take the mark, off hands, and he can pick it up though, he's got time to run free, goes towards half forward, poor kick off the boot though, it might be out of bounds on the full, it is, and it will be a free kick to the Eagles.
Bit of a waste, Kaharski, he's done well to get the ball a few times, but his kicking leaves a bit to be desired.
So, Hobbs goes with a long kick towards centre wing. Fitzgerald, off hands to the front of the pack. Working hard again, Fitzgerald, tapped it out. Warner, got a high tackle, will take a free kick. Put his body on the line and got the reward.
So Warner of East Geelong, out of centre wing, playing a minute and a half, final quarter. Looks at his options, now goes long. In front, and a fine mark there by Fitzgerald. Strong mark in the front of the pack. Well, goes for the torpedo. He's half got it. Got a fair bit of distance. That's at full forward. At the back of the pack doing well there was Woods. Looks for the safety of the boundary. And it might be a long quarter if Bannockburn are going to endeavour to find the boundary every time they get that footy there. But it's over. Half back flank on the outer side. That's St Albans reserves. 13 points of difference. Bannockburn in ascendancy as the ball comes in once again. Taking it out of the pack there was Lister. Handball cleared to, well, great tackle on Broom on that occasion. What's the umpire? I think he said it was held to him. So perhaps a little bit of a let off there for Bannockburn as the umpire moves in once again. 2.5 minutes gone. 3-7-25 East, they trail Bannockburn 6-2-38.
Dobbins got it down. Fitzgerald running through the middle was Warner. Backs himself, runs along the boundary line. Ran out of bounds, in fact. And I'll have a boundary throw in on half forward on the outer side for the Eagles. Wind just picking up in this final term a little bit too. The flag's on the outer side. Pretty blustery. Lister holds his ground in the ruck contest, gives it away to Hinchcliffe, who runs through half back, goes with a right foot kick, misses its first target. Hickleton coming at it was Hickey, backed himself, then surrounded. Shane Hickleton's there again. Right foot kick out wide, might be okay. Kaharski takes a good mark, runs away as well, goes with a right boot, kicks it high towards half forward. Lang in front, kept his eye on it and took the mark. Plays on quickly, kicks it over the top towards Smith and also Sam Hickleton, and Sam Hickleton takes the mark 35 metres out, slight angle.
Probably in fairly good hands, would you think, at this point in time?
I would think so. He's kicked two straight. He's usually a pretty good kick for goal. Sam Hickleton kicked 71 before today, this season.
Give him a rap.
Give him a rap. He's probably going to miss it now. So, Sam Hickleton comes in. Kicked it. His third. And the seventh for Bannockburn. They go to 7-2-44. They lead East Geelong 3-7-25. Final term of the under-18 grand final. Been playing 4 minutes.
So a good start to the final quarter for Bannockburn. Goal against the Breeze, as they did in the second quarter. Might stand them in good stead as the ball is now returned to the umpire. So ball in the middle. Ruckman to do it all again. Dobbin gets the tap down. Bannockburn at the foot of the drop of the ball do well through Alice. They force it forward. Ball goes to, well, almost a fine mark from Smith, but not taken. East try to relieve the pressure. They've kicked it wide to the flank. 3 against 1 for Bannockburn in front. Oops, he did well to get there, Flower, on that occasion, but unfortunately he's tried to chip it along the boundary and chipped it over. So Bannockburn, the ensuing free kick. They come inboard looking for Hinchcliffe. He goes right across the ground. Well, it's a good kick at the end. I didn't know whether he's looking for position, but great mark there by Kaharski. He's kicked it long to the full forward position at the back. comes down. Hickleton can't take the mark. Player, well, I thought the umpire might have missed that. Smith off the ball was tackled high around the neck. And Ashley Smith of Bannockburn, inside 50, has got the free kick. So another forward move here early in the last quarter would make much more comfortable position for Bannockburn in their quest for the 2001 under-18 flag. Smith now. It's a good kick, very good kick in fact, and that's a great goal. So Ashley Smith kicks his first, and that is the 8th for Bannockburn. 8-2-50. They now move away from East Geelong's 3-7-25, and that's at the 6-minute mark in the final quarter.
So the first two crucial goals of the final term to Bannockburn as the sun breaks open over St Albans Reserve, and back to 25 points the lead for Bannockburn. Back in the middle, Lister and Dobbins. Dobbins goes early, Maloney with the outside of the right boot towards half forward. Grant leads in the race for the football. Coming out though, Van Ingen backs himself, handball over the top. Pendergast comes across in support, coming through the middle. Grant again for East Geelong, and little toe poke. Dobbins left the ball behind. Van Ingen didn't, picked it up at half back, kicks it over the top towards centre wing. Doesn't sit kindly for either side. Drew, handball, all back, sets his teammate up. Little toe poke back towards Maloney. Drew and Maloney fighting for it on hands and knees. Handball goes towards Wright, who tries to keep it in front of him, can't do so. Van Ingen, handball to Alice. Alice off a step, goes towards half forward. Broome uses the body, but Treble in front takes a good mark and will try and relieve the pressure for the Eagles. Goes back inboard, sets Flower a task, 2-on-1. Smith in front takes the mark. He's got Broome by himself at half forward. If he turns around now, he does, and he set it up though. Treble to come from a long way, kept his eye on it, couldn't take the mark. At the front, Woods tries to break the tackle, can't do so. Got a kick away though. Goes towards Hobbs, who backs himself and comes out. Tries to get a clearing kick towards half back. Woods again though, picks it up on the left. Good little kick over the top to Broome, and he takes the mark. And we'll shoot for goal from 30 metres out. Pretty cute angle though for a left footer, but it's got great skills, Dwayne Broome.
All of a sudden that weak spell is looking very good for Bannockburn. They're running on very strongly, aren't they?
So Dwayne Broome, who's kicked one goal this morning, comes in now. He's missed it to the near side and through for one behind. So they go to 8-3-51 Bannockburn, and they lead East Geelong 3-7-25. We've been playing 8 minutes in the final term.
Well, we'll just take arguably one of the better players on the ground in Van Ingen. He's done a sensational job in the back half.
Just to get some other players on, I think, Eric.
So the ball has come back to the centre for East Geelong. Well, players sitting there waiting for it to come through, perhaps trying to shepherd the East Geelong player, allowing his teammate to come through now. We've got Stacks on the mill on outer centre wing, and umpire Grossman will move in and take control of the footy, as we've got players shuffling around the ground. Up once again, Lister gets a tap down for Bannockburn. Players going without the footy. Umpire puts a whistle on play. The free kick has gone to Alice of Bannockburn. He's got Kaharski's gone wide. Can't take the mark. Comes to ground. Follows up. Still can't control it. Gets some assistance there. Kick back into the middle. Gee, that's a dangerous kick, but well, it's come off. Mark not paid there to Woods. I thought pretty good effort. But umpire Grossman's a lot closer than we are. Has 9 minutes tick over in the final quarter. 8-3, plays 3-7, Bannockburn in front. Lister, nice little tap down, only as far there as Maloney of East Geelong, but coming through, kicking off the ground for Bannockburn. Intercepted to centre half back as Bosley. Goes, great spoil there as player there in Flower sat there and waited for it, but great work Woods, follows up with a tackle. The kick comes there from Flower at the well. He worried him out of it there, is it right? And the tackle too high, said the umpire. So right of East Geelong, between wing and half forward, gets the free kick. Kicks long towards the full forward position. Well, it was all Bannockburn there. One East Geelong player. He put the two hands up in the air and has taken a very strong mark. So good work, Sean Fitzgerald. Sees a player leading towards him in Skeen. Skeen gets met pretty solidly. And I suppose it was the trailing umpire, not the umpire in control of the game. So it's an interesting decision. So I suppose when you're the leading goal kicker in the competition, you get some rewards, do you? Or
No comment.
so Skeen, 30 metres out. I'm pleased to see for a change your speechless and not me. So Skeen, 30 metres out, 45 degree angle. The opportunity to score for East Geelong. Moves in on the right foot. I tell you what, he's tried to steer it, hasn't kicked that, and has missed to the right. And that's a bad miss for Skeen, but it is 3-8-26 East Geelong. They trail Bannockburn 8-3-51. As I think quite a few players go and suggest to Skeen that wasn't such a good kick. 11 minutes gone, and I think Steve Burley is quite happy to take his time to go back and retrieve the football with only 9 minutes to go in the grand final. Burley kicks to himself, plays on, has a bounce, has a second bounce. Cherry goes pretty hard, but I don't know whether he gained too much, although fortunately it's been to the benefit of Bannockburn as they go forward. Over the head there of all players, and Leach can't take the mark. Oh, coming through strongly was Kaharski once again. Unfortunately can't control the footy, and the handball went forward looking for his own advantage, but unfortunately over the boundary line. So out of bounds between wing and half forward, out of side. 12 minutes gone in the final quarter. 8-3 Bannockburn lead East Geelong 3-8.
The ruck contest, Dobbins gets it down to the side of the pack. Maloney off hands, goes back towards Warner, little toe poke, comes towards Hickey. Handball chopped off. Alice goes with a tumbling punt towards half forward. Hobbs backs himself again, does well, gets it away with the left boot, back towards half back. Thompson can't take the mark. Good second effort though. Goes towards centre wing. Fitzgerald has to take the mark. Couldn't. Can he get around Hickleton? No. Drop the footy. Needs some support. Good tackling again from Bannockburn. Too high, said the umpire. And it will be a free kick to East Geelong. And getting up off the ground is Sean Maloney.
They pull him out of the head a bit, don't they?
So Maloney on centre wing. Goes towards Grant on a lead. And Bogey taps it over the line. Make sure it's out of bounds. For a throw in between wing and half forward on the outer side. East Geelong just into attack. They trail though 3-8-26. Bannockburn 8-3-51. 12.5 minutes in the final two.
Players off the ball having quite a bit to say to the umpire, and I can understand because some of the decisions a little bit hard to follow. Thrown in, Bogey went without it, comes to ground. Ellis can't take control of it. Now the umpire will blow the whistle and take control of it. Outer centre wing. 13 minutes gone in the final quarter. 8-3-51 Bannockburn, lead East 3-8-26 as umpire Grossman. Don't know what he's organising at the moment, but the ball comes down. Doing well in the ruck there is Dobbins, but Bannockburn at the foot. Oh, great work. Tap forward, Kaharski leaves his teammate in Smith. He chips it towards centre half forward. Coming there is Broom, picks it up, turns his opponent inside out. Great long kick into the full forward area. Mark not taken, but turns around. Sam Hickleton picks it up, and he's kicked his fourth, and that might be the first nail in the coffin because it is the 9th goal for Bannockburn. They got a 9-3-57. They lead East Geelong 3-8-26, and really when you've got a one-on-one, your opponent falls over it, fair chance you're going to kick a goal.
4 goals to Sam Hickleton this morning. And he's given them a 31-point lead. Bannockburn.
Probably, apart from his 4 goals, hasn't done as much as you would think maybe he should have. Strong guy up there in the forward half. So I'm pleased to see Van Ingen back. I like his style.
Back in the middle. Lister. Dobbins gets it down. Hinchcliffe rides a bump, gets a right foot kick towards half forward. In front, Lang takes the mark. Chips it over the top to Smith, who followed it down and took the mark at half forward.
Just wait and look, ask, just see what decision's been made. Because
he chips it up towards the pocket. Oh, number of East Geelong players up, and all the Bannockburn players stayed down. Woods handballed it to Broom, kick over his shoulder, hasn't been able to bring it back far enough, and it's through for one behind. So
9-4.
Yeah, 9-4-58. They lead East Geelong 3-8-26. We see Sean Maloney coming off the ground.
carrying his shoulder, but look at that.
Well, he's got a bad back too, and has for a number of weeks. It's been difficult for him. Kick in by Hobbs, looks for Thompson, drops the chest mark, off hands, at half forward for the Tigers, and the umpire will have to come in and ball it up.
I suppose at 15 minutes in the final quarter, Bannockburn more than happy now to just block the game up. You'd think a 32-point lead at this point in time, certainly a match-winning lead now. Ball comes to ground, Smith. Well, he's quite happy to see it over the boundary line, half-forward flank for Bannockburn, as the boundary umpire retrieves the football and about to put it back in once again. Lister still doing the ruck work against Dobbin. From behind, tap forward for Kaharski, attacks the footy, goes without it. Into the arms there of Smith. Smith kicks it high, wide and handsome. It's, well, I think if he'd have taken that on the first attempt, it was a mark. Because he juggled it, it was over the line on the second touch, and the goal umpire then gave the decision, which was in favour of the boundary umpire, who throws it in now. 15 metres from the behind post for Bannockburn. Ball comes to ground. Broome, can he run onto it? He can. Gets it. He's surrounded by opposition players. A nice little handball came to his teammate in Lynch. He kicks it straight up in the air. It's come down to ground. He's desperate in defence here now, but well, Smith missed the football, and good work there from East with a series of handballs. Unfortunately, they just can't handle a footy, and goodness gracious, not out of bounds on the full, but certainly they've gained 50 metres there, East Geelong, out of the defensive half. And at 16 and a half minutes into the final quarter, it's out of bounds, centre wing. Bannockburn 9-4, lead East Geelong 3-8.
So Lister and Fitzgerald to do the ruck work. Umpire throws the ball in. Fitzgerald over the back, taps it to himself. Handball got chopped off. Woods, oh, too high, and should get a free kick. Will do so.
Done well in the second half, Woods, hasn't he?
He has. From half forward. Called to play on now. Goes with the right foot kick towards centre half forward. It's pretty good off hands. Bully, handball to Dwayne Broome. Handball chopped off by Treble. Did well. And backed himself. Got a clearing kick towards half back. Foot race now. Rocco leads in the race of the football. Oh, couldn't pick it up at the first occasion. Tries to tap it on towards Thompson. He left it behind. Worried out of it by Bully. Little toe poke towards Smith. Handball over the top towards Lister. Coming through, kick off the ground by Bosley. Coming in at Hinchcliffe, had it and lost it. Got it back, did well. And runs away with the right foot towards half forward. Broome from behind. Hickey took a good mark overhead to save the day for the Eagles. Goes with the right boot towards centre wing. Fitzgerald goes up, off hands. Lister, Skeen, goes to Thompson. Goes with the right foot kick towards centre half forward. It's all Bannockburn though, getting back there, Pendergast, Rayner as well, races at it, goes with a right foot kick, partly smothered, goes towards Thompson, didn't have it, Dean Elliott kick off the ground, goes towards right on half forward, surrounded now by a couple of Bannockburn players, can he outrun them? No he can't, Pendergast, good tackle, Cherry comes at it pace, Nicholson rides the bump, Rayner comes in, knocks Nicholson out of the way, goes towards Ritchie's, he's wrapped up, pretty solid defence from Bannockburn, Cherry comes through, kick over his shoulder, pretty good off the boot. He's just missed and through for one behind. So they go to 3-9-27 and they trail Bannockburn 9-4-58 East Geelong. We've been playing nearly 19 minutes in the final term.
So Burley chips it in short for Bannockburn. Mark taken by Bogey. Just outside the fullback position. Bogey taking plenty of time. Now kicks long to the outer wing. The lead there was from Kaharski. Gets up and takes a strong mark. Well, I thought he was going to play on there, but he's just trying to break the tackle. So Kaharski now takes his time. Well, kicks into the man on the mark. Coming in to assist there was Grinter. He can't get the footy. Coming there is Fitzgerald for East Geelong. Well, player grab without the footy. Play on to the umpire. Comes back towards centre half forward. It's all East Geelong back there. Weight of numbers, they win out, kick towards centre half forward, coming across very strongly and taking the mark that looked like Lister. Comes to centre wing, coming through, trying to break a tackle is O'Keefe, finally gets a kick, over the top looking for Hickleton, bounces not kind to him, 3 against 1 for East Geelong there, picking the footy up as Elliott, goes to the centre half forward position. Oh, coming through. Grab without the footy was Rayner. Comes to ground. Smith eludes a tackle. Has a bounce. Runs to the centre. Kicks it long. The lead out there is from, well, Broome. Comes back as the siren sounds. That's the end of the grand final for the under-18 Geelong District Football League. Final score, Bannockburn 9 goals 4, 58. Have defeated East Geelong 3-9-27.
In that final quarter, Bannockburn 3 goals 2, while East Geelong kicked 2 behinds, and in the end it was a 31-point win to Bannockburn. Their goal kickers, 4 to Sam Hickleton and 2 to Shane Hickleton, singles to Dwayne Broome, Ashley Smith and Byron O'Keefe, while for East Geelong, singles to Andrew Cherry, Shane Skeen and Sean Maloney. And our guest media under-18 best player is number 2, Dwayne Broome. The number 2 from Bannockburn will be our guest media player of the under-18 grand final. Bannockburn 9-4-58 defeated East Geelong 3-9-27 by 31 points. And fantastic effort from the Bannockburn Football Club to win the under-18 grand final. So in the end, Sam Hickleton 4 goals to lead the way for the Bannockburn Tigers. Shane Hickleton 2, Broome and Smith and O'Keefe 1 each, while for East Geelong their goal kickers Maloney, Skeen and Cherry.
Well, in the end, a fairly comprehensive win, wasn't it, for Bannockburn? They had a lapse in the third quarter, but apart from that, they played 3 very good quarters of football.
Especially kicking against the breeze.
Yes,
they did pretty well in the end there, so they've won by 31 points. As we said, our guest media player of the under-18 grand final is Dwayne Broome, the number 2 from the Bannockburn Football Club. And congratulations to Lincoln East and the boys from the Bannockburn Football Club for their grand final victory. So the East Geelong boys staying out on the ground there. They've had a fantastic season, but unfortunately for them, just couldn't get over the top of the under-18 Bannockburn side today, who lost 1 game this season. That was to Cryo earlier in the year. So we'll take a break and we'll be back with the presentations of the under-18 grand final. Short team Cryo Village News Agency Cup for the Geelong District Football League grand final at St Albans Reserve. Bannockburn the winners 9-4-58. They defeated East Geelong 3-9-27. And the Bannockburn boys will be presented with medallions and the Cryo Village News Agency Cup.
Bit of traffic directing going on
there.
There
is, yes. So, just waiting for the presentations.
Playing. Had to.
So Ray Ettridge, the Vice President of the Geelong District Football League, to speak on behalf of the executive in presentation of the Cup and the medallions for the under-18 competition this year. So the medallions will now be presented. So firstly to the umpires this morning. So the central umpires, Paul Grossman. Brad Smith. Nathan Mays. It was a late inclusion, I think.
Off the interchange.
Off the interchange. So the umpires. Alistair Woods, who played across half forward.
Very good second half.
Yep. We're going to have a trouble with these caps, I think, that they've got already, the boys. 56, Mitchell Lister, who played up forward and in the ruck.
Yes, he did well when young Prendergast needed a spell.
Yep. Pat Prendergast, who we're talking about, who started in the ruck.
Did very well early and understandably got a little bit tired. He's fairly lightly built but jumps pretty high. Another strong player, did well across half back. Came on and contributed in the last quarter.
Sam Hickleton, who kicked 4 goals this morning. I wonder if Happy will be happy. Luke Rhodes.
Well, he won't remember won't want to remember one quarter.
That, Eric. Stephen Bully, who had the job this morning on Shane Skeen.
And did it very well.
Did a very good job.
Played probably almost the pick of the defenders on the ground, I thought. Very good game.
Tristan Lang, who started pretty well.
Certainly was a 4-quarter contributor, tried very hard all day.
Number 15, Shane Grinter. Aaron Nicholson, who played across half back as well.
Yes. Did very well in patches, attacked the footy pretty well.
Adam O'Keefe, who played very well also.
Played very well, yes. I'm probably a bit surprised. He was on and off the ground a couple of times, but I thought a very good contributor.
Simon Bogey, who started on the bench and then came on.
He's just added a bit of strength around this half back and in the middle.
Byron O'Keefe, who kicked 1 goal.
Another fellow pretty hard at the footy.
Number 18, Beattie. Craig Ellis, who also played pretty well.
Yes, my word. Probably mostly in the forward half, wing half forward.
Pretty tough on the ball, Hinchy.
Very accomplished little player.
Yep.
Good skills.
He might have played his senior game this year too.
Did he?
Yeah, earlier in the year.
I could understand that.
Yep. Andrew McMillan.
Another very good defender. I think would have vied for Burley as the best defender on the ground. I was very impressed with Van Ingen's game. Ashley Smith, very good on baller. Another player with very good skills.
Dwayne Broom. Our best player on the ground.
Another very skilled player, isn't he? Played very well when the chips were down early.
And number 1, Shane Hickleton, who kicked 2 goals and set them up in the first term, really.
He certainly did.
Yep.
Got them on the road.
And Chris Kaharski, the captain of the Bannockburn under-18 side. Proud moment for him to lead the team to a grand final win.
Might have some potential to play in the scene as a tall winger.
Yep, yeah.
I'm pretty pleased with the applause. Means we made a fairly judgmental decision.
So Dwayne Broom, our best player on the ground. And the co-coaches Lincoln East and Phil Jackson.
Lincoln East will have some trouble getting up those stairs.
He's moving pretty well actually, Easty.
He might
with the knee
improve as the day
reco. He
goes
wants to
on.
get up there pretty quick, I think. He's had the knee done a few weeks ago, Lincoln East, so. They'll get their premiership medallions. And the Cry Village News Agency Cup for the under-18s. So, Bannockburn under-18s, the grand final winners in 2001. 9-4-58, they defeated East Geelong 3-9-27. Thanks, Eric, for your involvement this morning.
Pleasure, as always, Jason. I enjoyed that game.
And congratulations to the Bannockburn under-18 side winners of the 2001 Cry Village News Agency Cup.
Just be very careful. Hang on.
Hang on. He's alright, isn't he?